Hey, Rhonda. How are you? Child, I'm just sitting in the parking lot. Sitting in a random parking lot, Rhonda. Sitting in a random parking lot, girl. I went back to the shelter today, and it's my day off, and I left again. I had to leave. I said, might as well do a live stream until the sunset. You know, sunset be like 4:35, so I might as well do a 2-3 hour stream before I go back. Still drinking my coffee from this morning. It's a little bit left over. I don't want to waste it. How's your day so far? What'd you do today? Anything good, Rhonda? I'm just gonna sit in the back of my car and just clean up these clothes that I have in the back of my car, because my car looks like, I'm embarrassed to show you guys. We had more damn snow this morning. It's all cleared up now. Oh my God, how many inches did you guys get? Wow, it's getting cold here now, honey. It's definitely getting cold down on this part of land. Because I think they got snow in the mountains here, like upstate New York and stuff like that. I'm close to New York, or actually close to New York. I'm about 4 hours away from New York City, but they had snow in New York, like upstate. So when it snows in upstate New York, that means it's going to start getting cold here where I'm at. So I do not like the cold. I do not like it. Are you still in your car, if you don't mind me asking? Are you still in the car? Oh, 5 inches. Okay. You made sandwiches? Okay. Yeah, it's getting chilly here. But the sun is out now, so you know when you're in your car and the sun is out, the sun warms the car off, so it's kind of nice and cozy in my car. So I was like, oh, perfect opportunity to get in my back seat and try to clean up this car a little bit, because I am going back to work tomorrow. I don't mind going back to work. I went back to the shelter today, and it was just, I'm starting to see this shelter for what it is. You know what I'm saying? The girls are just kind of lazy. They let the girls lay around all day inside the rooms, and you know, it's a lot of things. I made a video just now about what happened at the shelter today when I went back. I was supposed to go to the shelter today to talk to my counselor, and apparently they don't know how to like pass the word on about my counselor not being there. So my counselor wasn't there. I went all the way back to the shelter, wasting my gas money to go back to this shelter to know that my counselor wasn't there today. Somebody should have called me or texted me or emailed me or something and said, listen, your counselor is not here today. The appointment that you have with her is a wrap. You're not going to have the appointment today because your counselor's out sick. That's what they should have communicated to me, but they didn't do that. So I drove all the way back to the shelter thinking I was supposed to see my counselor today, and she's not nowhere to be found. They said she's out sick. I said, well, no one could, you know, and I didn't say this to them, but I'm like, somebody should have reached out to me and said something. Nobody said anything. So I was like, oh, I see how y'all be running here, a little on the ghetto side. Child, they don't care about nobody's, whatever somebody else got going on in their life. If I knew that my counselor wasn't there, I would have never even came back in this area. Now I have to sit out here all day until like 8 or 9 o'clock and then go back to the shelter. People just they don't care about what you got going on. Even especially when you're homeless, they really don't care what you got going on. Because they're like, well, you homeless. That's how people look at us anyways. It's homeless people. We ain't got nothing happening in our lives. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if I have a full-time job, just the fact that I'm a homeless person and I have that label, they really just be looking at me sideways. Good afternoon. How are you, Danny? What is going on? If I was there, I would call the cops on your book. Oh, really? We'll call the cops. Call the cops on me right now, please. Please call the cops. I'm ready to get locked up. Please call the police, please. Please, Devon Dixon's gonna call the police on me. Oh my God, I'm so afraid. I'm so afraid. Yeah, I am homeless, not stupid. Tell them. I know, right? They just... People really be thinking the worst of people that's homeless. They really be thinking the worst of homeless people, and that's okay. A hot meal and a cot. A hot meal and a cot. Amen. That's all I need is a hot meal and a cot. A hot meal and a cot. Amen. That's all I need is a hot meal and a cot. Amen. That's all I need is a hot meal and a cot. Amen. That's all I need is a hot meal and a cot. Amen. That's all I need is a hot meal and a cot. Amen. That's all I need is a hot meal and a cot. That's all I need is a hot meal and a cot, baby. But how's everyone doing this afternoon? I see 6 people watching me. If you guys are new here, can you guys give me a thumbs up and say hello? Say hello. Say hello. Let me know what state you guys are in. Please let me know what state you guys are in. Here we go with the trolls, child. The trolls have found me early today. The trolls have found me early today. They told me to lock them up. Wasting your time. Stop wasting your time typing this stuff. He has a job. He's blocked. He can't come back. He can't come back for about another 24 hours. And that's the thing. You can't really block him. You can just kind of send him away from your channel for like 24 hours. Stupid. Is she a law? Yes, I am a law-abiding citizen, guys. But people think that I'm sitting here in a car. I don't think I'd be sitting in this car if I was not working. Because number one, I wouldn't be able to maintain the car as far as like gas and stuff like that. So. Ciao. Sometimes I let the trolls. Hello from Louisiana. How are you? A camper van. Cat in the camper van. How are you, sis? They're just trolls. Trolls trolling. They got nothing to do. They must be off work today, or maybe they don't work themselves, but he's done. I mean, he'll probably come back tomorrow and stalk me some more, but I don't pay these people no mind, child. They can say what they want to say. But happy Monday to everybody. I had kind of a strange day. So now I'm sitting in the back of my car. Because I was like, I don't have nothing to do, right? I really want to take a nap, but I wanted to go back to the shelter to take a nap. But I went into my room, and it was just all so much going on. I pray that you give your life to Christ. He loves you and wants a relationship with you. Hello. Do you ever think life is so shit and pointless? Sometimes I think that way. I'm not going to lie. But most days I wake up and I'm excited about life. Like, regardless of what situation I'm in, I'm still okay with living every day. Everything is going to be all right. It sure is. I don't think life is pointless. I just think life is just life. Like, we're here to live it while we're here, to love the people, like love our families, love other people, care for other people, be kind to other people as much as you can. And we're just here one day, and then someday we're not here. So I just figured to make the best out of every situation, regardless, even if it's a tough one. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's a tough situation, we still have to navigate life, you know? Yeah, rent is insane. But the sad part is about the rent and stuff like that, the rent will never go down. Like, it's never, ever going to go down. Never. That's never going to happen again. That's why a lot of people are tending to leave and live in their cars and just live that way. I mean, if I could, I was saying that this morning, I think on my live stream this morning, I said, if I could live this lifestyle and just stay in my car and live in the shelters during the winter time, I could do this for 3 years. But I have other responsibilities, like things that I'm responsible for. If I didn't have those things that I'm responsible for, I could do this lifestyle for a couple of years for me to save up some money and then buy some land and try to, you know, start a homestead. I could see myself doing this. If I could just break free from society, but I can't right now because I have other responsibilities. But if I didn't have those responsibilities and it was just me I had to worry about, I would stay living this lifestyle every winter. When it gets cold, I would go in the shelter, stay in the shelter for a couple of months. Because, you know, winter is only, what, 5-6 months long? Well, basically half the year. But I could do this lifestyle if it was just myself and I didn't have to worry about other things. Like, I have a job, I have other responsibilities, but I would do it. I would do it for a couple of years to try to save up some money and to buy some land for myself. Like, buy land on a plot that we're able to, like, start, like, I'm able to start my own little homestead and just be away from society and just continue to live that way. That's what I would love to do, but who knows what my future may hold. Like, who knows what, I don't know if y'all saw my rear end, but hopefully you didn't. Who knows what the future's going to hold for myself, so. Definitely everything is going to be okay. Rhonda said $1,600 rent don't make me envious of anything. I stayed in a shelter in Oklahoma City. It was a joke. Girl, the shelter I'm in is a joke too. They're all a joke. All the shelters are a joke. The staff that work in the shelters, they're jokes. It's a joke every which way we turn. But I am grateful to be there because if I wasn't in the shelter, I would be in my car, and it's too cold for me to be in my car right now. I don't want to be in my car in the cold. You know, some people, I understand why some homeless people are okay, but some people are saying, I would rather live in my car, I'd rather live in the streets than live in the shelter. And I understand that. I understand that. Because the things that I see in these shelters, and this is my second shelter, the things that I see is freaking crazy. I'd be like, did this person just do that? That person did what? I just be shocked. And the staff members that work in these places, they don't care. Nobody cares. Like, no one cares. So you kind of got to like, and sometimes when I'm in the shelter, I feel lonely. You know, I feel like, damn, where's my family? Like, where's someone that loves and cares about me? And I know you guys care, and I could always turn on my computer, turn on my laptop. Well, when I'm in the shelter, I don't turn on live because I don't want to get myself in any trouble. But I know that you guys care about me. You care about my well-being. You want the best for me, and I understand that. But sometimes I be like, I don't have my family. My family don't even care for me, and that makes me feel a certain way. To know that I have family out there and I'm still in the shelter and they don't even check on me, like, how's everything? Like, every now and again they'll say, hey, how you doing? But it's just for a stupid meaningless conversation. They really don't care. I stayed in the shelter in Oklahoma and it was a joke. Yes, it's definitely a joke. We have life from the Creator's abundant love of mankind, being created in his image. Amen. They don't want us to fix myself up and take a bath. They wanted me to look like a bum. I mean, I go in there looking like a bum every day because I don't want to go in there. I do definitely take a shower. I keep my hygiene up, but I exercise and I go to the gym and I hike and stuff. I have things that I do. So most of the time I look like this. I don't ever look like put together. Like yesterday I went to church, I put myself together, but I don't really never put myself together unless I'm going to work. And when I go to work and I put myself together, the shelter, I don't let the shelter people see me like trying to get myself together and going to work, because again, a lot of those women there, they don't work. So I don't want people like targeting me because I'm a worker and they're not. So now they want to get mad and do something to my car. So I try to stay, I want to look like a bum. I want to look like I don't have nothing, which I don't have nothing, but I want to look more like I don't have nothing. I don't go to the shelter and tell them, oh, I go to the gym, I do this, I do that. When you're at a homeless shelter and you might have a job and someone else is not bringing in income, some people get mad at you and they try to target you because of something that they think that you have, especially if they think you have more than them. They didn't want me to fix myself up. Yeah, some of the girls in there be doing their hair and everything. You know, it's great for a woman to want to feel like she still looks beautiful. She looks good. But me, I don't care how I look. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not in there looking for a man. I'm not looking for anybody. I'm just trying to get my life together. And I'm comfortable looking like this because most of the time I'm in the gym, I'm working out, I'm exercising. So I always look crazy anyway. So I don't really make myself up unless I'm going to church or unless I'm going to work. There's no reason for me to walk around a shelter around a whole bunch of women and feel like I gotta make myself look good. There's nobody, you know what I'm saying? I have a homestead off-grid as far as not having a bathroom. It's a lie. I cry daily. Oh, well, at least you have a homestead. I want a homestead. When I'm in my car, I use the bathroom the way y'all know with people with van life, how they use the bathroom. That's what I do. And if I gotta go to bathroom, I go to find a Starbucks or something. You know what I mean? You know, you got to do what you have to do the best you can, but at least you have a homestead. Do you have videos? Do you record your life in your homestead? I want a homestead one day. I would love to have a homestead. Off grid, as far as not having a bathroom, it's a lot. Yeah, maybe you're able to build a bathroom or an outhouse or something outside over time, or get somebody to help you build it. We the new family. Yep, I got a new family on YouTube. I got 2 cats living in my car. Oh, at least you're taking care of the babies. And you have somebody, like you have a companion. I wish I could have a cat, you know what I mean? But, you know, sometimes I get lonely and I'm like, oh, I wish I had a cat or a little animal here with me. But there's other women in the shelter that's just like me. So I just try to be nice and talk to them and, you know, not tell them all my business. But I do talk to the girls a little bit more than I talk to the girls at the other shelter, because I don't want to be like, oh, I'm better than y'all because I have a job, I have a car. I don't want to come off like that. So I don't want to come off like that. I do not want to come off like I'm better than them. I don't think like that. You know, I don't think I'm better than nobody. I don't think I'm better than even a drug addict that's on the streets. I don't think I'm better than them, because they're in active addiction because something went on in their life that they couldn't handle. So I'm not even going to look at a drug addict like that. I'm just trying to look around and see if I see a gym over here. No, there's no gym. I know they got a Planet Fitness out here somewhere, and I think this Planet Fitness out here is 24 hours. We the new family. Beautiful cats. That's what I want to get when I get my place again, a house, apartment, wherever I end up at. I want to have me a cat. So I need a companion. I want a companion. And I see how people fall in love with animals. I used to always think sometimes, how can people fall in love with dogs? But I remember how people can fall in love with an animal. Just because it's not human doesn't mean that you can't have love for it. Like, we fell in love with our childhood dog that I remember. Her name was Sarah. And she was our childhood dog. We had a couple dogs growing up as kids. And I remember we fell in love with our dog. So some people were like, how can you fall in love with an animal? You can fall in love with an animal. So I remember our childhood dog. She was beautiful. I think she was a German Shepherd, and she stayed outside. Because back in the day, we had animals outside. We didn't have no dogs in the house. But those dogs survived the winters and everything outside. My mom and them she wasn't trying to hear no animals in the house. We didn't have animals in the house. My seats in my car heat up. The seats in my car heat up, but only in the front. I don't think the back seats heat up. Thank God. I love Plain Jane. Hi, Cornelius. How you doing? Gina Jean. Hello. I was targeted. I went to the gym and was putting on lashes. Then the staff starting. What do you mean the staff started? They got mad at you because you were putting on lashes? I go to the gym sometimes. The other day I went to church, right? And I was ironing my clothes at the gym. But I did it on a sneaky side. Because there's a socket like right next to the lockers. Y'all know Planet Fitness. Sometimes that locker on the end, it has a socket. Like, here's the locker and here's the wall, and it has a socket there. So I plugged in my iron into the socket, and then I put the iron inside the locker. So there was people like walking in and out, but it was Sunday, so it wasn't really that busy like it would be on a Monday or Tuesday morning, whatever, at the gym. So I put the iron, I filled it up with water, and I put the iron inside the locker, and I folded my clothes on the thing. I put a towel down, and then I was like, I gotta, iron my pants. It was khakis because I went to church in my khakis and like a dress shirt. So every time I just kept turning around looking at people walk in, every time I didn't see nobody for a while, I would take the iron out and I would iron my clothes. And I know at Planet Fitness, you're not supposed to iron your clothes. I mean, people probably would look at me like, she must be homeless because, you don't really see a person ironing clothes at Planet Fitness. So I didn't want to put it out there that, I didn't want to attract that attention, because somebody probably would have went and told somebody like, there's a lady in there ironing clothes in here or whatever. So I didn't want to put attention on me. I didn't want them to come to me and say, hey, we're going to, and kick me out the gym. So I put the iron inside the locker, and I plugged it into the wall. And every time I turned around and looked for people, I started ironing my clothes. Every few minutes, I would take that iron out, and then I would hide the iron back behind the So that's the way I found out that I could iron my clothes. Because I can't even I probably could bring the iron in the shelter like temporarily and ask them, like, I don't know. I don't want to ask them nothing. Because they already said that you can't have irons, you can't have curling irons, you can't have this, because they have kids in this shelter. You know what I mean? Oh, I wish my seats did that. It's just my front two seats. My two front seats are heated. And the back seats, no. The back seats is like my storage. The back seat, I say my car is like my dresser drawer that I would have at home, because I have clothes everywhere. It's just stuff everywhere. I wish my seats did that. It's amazing how a small heating pad can make sleeping in a car as cold. Yeah, when I slept in my car for 3 days before I went to the shelter that I'm at now. So I slept in my car for 3 days, and it was getting cold. It wasn't cold, but it was chilly. So, yeah, I had the hot pads, these things that you can put, the hot mats, the hot mitts, or whatever. I call them hot mitts. I have so many questions. I have so many names for these things. But here they are. I'm going to show them to y'all, because I still have some left, which hopefully I won't have to use them no time soon. But here they go, these hot hands right here. These work really good. I will put one in my foot, like both of my feet. I will put one in one foot, one in the other foot, put my sock on. I will put these in there. And then I would just have one for my hand. Because for my hand, I would just keep them like, I would just go like this. Because I'm telling y'all one thing, these things right here get hot. After a couple of hours, for some reason, it seems like they just really get hot. And then sometimes it says don't put directly on your skin. I put my sock on, and then I will put these. But like in the middle of the night, when these things have been like heated up for like 3 or 4 hours, they get really, really hot. They get really, really hot. So I was like, I burned myself, because I had one inside my, like near my stomach area. And in the middle of the night, it felt like something was biting me. I was like, what is that? and I forgot I had the hot pad on my skin, and it says don't have on your skin because they really do get hot. After like 3 or 4 hours, I think after 3 or 4 hours, they reach its peak because these things can stay hot for like 10, 12 hours. So what they're saying, this is true. This is definitely true what they're saying, that these things can stay active for like 10 to 12 hours. And it says, check your skin for irritation. Open the outer package, shake. All you have to do is shake it, and it heats up within 30 minutes. But in like 3 to 4 hours, it's really, really hot. It could be so hot that you can't even touch it. Like, you could probably touch it in your hand, but you can't put it on your skin because it's going to be just too damn hot. But they work good. But after a while, you buying these things a lot because you sleep in your car, they become expensive because you need these every day to just try to survive somehow, you know? Oh, my seats did that. Bucket bathroom, yeah. That's what I had, a bucket from the Dollar Tree. And put a bag inside of it and do what you got to do. You having land is a blessing. Yeah, having land is definitely a blessing. I want to get some land. It's so much that I want to do, and it's so much. I just write it down, the things that I want to do. I write it down, and I keep going back to it because there's so much happening in my life right now. I say things, and sometimes I might forget. You know what I mean? So, what do you do? I work in customer care. I work in customer care. We do the financing and everything on the orders that we get. It is a blessing. I inherit. So, oh, that's nice. You inherited. I put rent to own shed on it and put walls up. Oh, nice. I like that. Do you record it on, like, do you record your journey on social media with that, or you just kind of, do you follow Tia? She lives in her van. I think I do follow her. That black chick. T, is that her name? Tina? Is that's the name of her channel? I'm just gonna screenshot that. Is that the name of her channel? That's Great Cats. The most beautiful, graceful human I have ever seen lives in their cars. Yeah, girl. Yes, yes, yes. My Yorkie dog was abandoned and given to me. I love him so much. Oh, your Yorkie, little Yorkie. I love animals. I'm an animal lover. I mean, staring. Homeless. It's weird greeting you that way, so I'll say single woman. That's okay. I don't even tell people my real name. I mean, not that it really matters. I don't think people are really gonna like find me or anything, but that's all right. I meant to say women started off and staff was looking like I shouldn't be there if I'm going to fix myself up. Then when I started, you probably fix yourself up and you probably look better than that staff, and they probably was jealous of you. They think it's a lot of pretty homeless women out here, like a pretty attractive. Have you ever seen those people that be on like the Philadelphia that market where they got the street, what is it called, when all the drug addicts are, right? Have you ever seen the guys that give these people haircuts and stuff, what they look like after a haircut? A lot of the attractive men are out in the streets strung out on drugs, and when they get these haircuts, these men be looking good. I feel like, damn, that's where all the cute guys are, in the streets on dope. And it's sad. It's a lot of pretty good looking women that are homeless too, but you know, they down on their luck in life. They can't, you know what I'm saying? Some homeless women can keep themselves up because they might have a job. If you have a job, you have you got to warm up in society if you homeless. If you have some money coming in, Social Security, disability, as long as you have some kind of money coming in, it makes being homeless in your car or wherever, it makes it a little bit easier to deal with because you have some kind of money. I meant to say women started and the staff was looking like I shouldn't be there. I'm going to fix myself up and started working. Yeah, some women could be jealous of you. Yes, just my front seats are heated. Yeah, mine's too, just the front. Oh, that's a great idea. Hot hands don't work for me. Oh, no? Because, girl, after like 3 or 4 hours, those hot hands be so hot. And it's this brand right here. This brand works good. I got these from Walmart over in the, like, the fishing area where you can get fishing lines. This right here, these work so good, Rhonda. I'm telling you, these stay hot for like 12 hours. It's definitely worth it. I put these in, man, when your feet is cold and your hands are cold, these right here work good. They work really good. But if you have to buy them on the regular because you might be homeless in your car, that's a hard thing to do. I would say try to get yourself a jackery. Get yourself one of these, and you probably might, to have a heated blanket, this probably won't be compatible with a heating blanket because it's like a small one. This is the smallest jackery that they have. They have a bigger one, which I wanted to get the bigger jackery, and I think this one cost me like $300 something when I got this. But if you get the bigger one, I think you probably could heat up a heating blanket with that. I don't know, because I know this right here is not compatible with my iron. I was trying to iron my clothes one time at a park, and I was trying to plug in the iron to this, and it's just not compatible. It doesn't have enough, the wattage or whatever you call it. This is a 5-volt 30-watt max, so it's not compatible with like an iron. That's not going to work, and this probably won't be compatible with like a heating blanket either, because some people that live in their cars, they have heating blankets that they use too, and you probably need a bigger battery for something like that. Hot hands don't work. She's bubbly. I'm not bubbly all the time. Yeah, those are the ones I had. They didn't warm me up. Really? They work good for me. All I had to do, take it out the package and shake it up. They work good for me, girl. I woke up in the middle of the night and my skin was like burning. I was like, oh, what's that? I thought it was a spider on me. Yeah, try some of those. Go to ShopRite, or not ShopRite. I got them for Walmart. That's probably the cheapest place, because somebody told me I can get them from Target, but I know Target is probably going to be a little bit more expensive. So my heating throw blanket plugs into my car socket. Okay, so when you plug in your car socket to the heating blanket, but when your car is off, it's not going to work, right? Don't you got to have your car turned on for that heating blanket to work good? Can you shout out my brother? Who's your brother? Who is your brother? But yeah, this little baby right here, I think I had this jackery for like maybe 5 years now. I bought this when I had my other car. And because I'm always like trying to be prepared. I used to always, even before I was homeless, I would always keep like a blanket in my car. I will always keep something in my car just in case my car broke down and I was on the side of the road. There was a time I had a flat tire and I had to stay at Wawa at night and just sleep in my car. But that was kind of in the middle of the summer. It didn't really matter because it wasn't cold. But yeah, I always try to prepare myself if I have to sleep in my car for any kind of emergency reasons, that I have a battery that's always charged. Because for some reason, I've always been like really skeptical, like wanting to make sure this was always charged at 100. Always 100%. Because this could probably stay charged. Like you could probably use like 3 or 4 days with this thing. If it's charged at 100%, this will probably be okay for like 3 or 4 days. You know, you charging your cell phone or like your laptop or something like this. So it works when the car is on radio mode. Okay. So at nighttime when the car is off, the heating blanket don't work. Do you have a jackery or anything in your car, Rhonda? Like, do you have one of these things that you can plug the car, you know, your blanket into? Because those heating blankets, I'm assuming they take up a lot of energy. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure they take up a lot of watts and voltage. I don't know nothing about electricity, but I know this one is 5 volts, 30 watts max. This is the smallest one. 12 volts. I have a 600 watt Blue Yeti. Okay, the Blue Yetis are good too. I mean, they're all the same. They just have a big battery in it, but I want to get a bigger one at some point. We're all in the race for power. How are you? We're all in a race for power, aren't we? Aren't we? My feet are cold a little bit right now. My feet are a little bit chilly. I'm supposed to be sitting here folding my clothes, y'all. I should be at the I should be washing clothes at the laundromat too, but it is what it is at this point, baby. It is what it is, baby cakes. It is what it is, baby cakes. I didn't do no laundry or nothing today. I came back because I told you I was going to see my therapist. My therapist. I was going to see my counselor at the shelter to talk to her about what I got going on. But girl, she didn't come to work today. Somebody said she was sick. I'm like, damn, y'all should have called me and said something. That would have been nice. I wouldn't have had to come all the way back this way. Now I'm out here and I got to stay out here because the shelter is not too far away from this place. So I gotta do what I gotta do. I try not to get an attitude and get upset with these people when they're just unprofessional, because there's nothing I can do about it. You know what I'm saying? I gotta take the beatings that I be getting from these damn shelters. I gotta just swallow my tongue, shut up, and just do what I need to do, because I know what I need, right? We know what we need. shut my mouth and do what I need to do. I didn't realize I had peanut butter in here. Okay. I wanted to go back to the shelter, y'all, to go to sleep, but girl, I went back to that shelter. Them girls was in there lounging all over the furniture. Not the furniture, but they were in the shelter lounging all over the beds and everything. And I'm just like, well, I'm not staying here. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Because when you at a shelter, man, you're going to be around a whole bunch of other people. You're going to be around them even if you don't want to be around them. You don't want to be in the shelter. You're going to be around a whole bunch of strange people. But the good thing I can say about this shelter is I haven't seen that one drug addict yet. I haven't seen nobody tweaking out or anything like that. Thank God. Haven't seen any tweakers yet. Thank God. I hope I don't see any either. But I'm just cleaning out the back of my car. I don't really have much to say, but I just like, let me do a live stream for like an hour. And clean out the back of my car, because my car is a mess. A mess. A mess. Fold my sheets up. Trying to make some space. Try to make me some space and room. But yeah, the hot gloves, the mittens, they work good for me. Shoot, they get a little too hot. But like I said, they said they're supposed to get hot within 30 minutes. Sometimes they really don't start heating up until about 3 or 4 hours. But you know, I'm grateful to have them. Grateful to have them. I had my bottom sheets. You see, when you at shelters, you're going to probably sleep on a twin mattress. Like a twin, it's not even a twin mattress. It's more like a twin cot. They got you sleeping on a twin cot. I'm going to take that one in the shelter tonight. So if you ever have to go into a shelter situation, make sure you go to Walmart and find yourself a twin sheet. Make sure it's twin size, because that's how big the mattress is going to be. It's not going to be a queen mattress. They're not going to have you sleeping on no queen mattress inside no shelter, honey. You're going to be on the twin cot. It's not even going to be a mattress. It's going to be a cot. So just know that. It's going to be a twin cot. Ain't going to be no mattress going on. But like I said, man, when I get myself together, like, I will never, ever, 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 never, ever be in a situation like this again in my life. Never violate your lease, you guys. Never violate your lease, because they will put you out. They will evict you. And they don't care if you don't have nowhere to go. Like I said, it's all my fault. I made some mistakes in life, guys. People make mistakes in life. And guess what? I for damn sure regret my mistakes that I've made. But look, y'all, I found I found these. These are my winter gloves, and I love them because they're leather. They keep my hands so warm in the wintertime. I'm bad. I'm bad. Come on. I love me some Michael Jackson. Y'all, when Michael Jackson died, I was so mad. I'm bad. I'm bad. Come on. The whole world's gonna get you now. Tell me once again. Who's bad? Doom, 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 doom. I love me some Michael Jackson, y'all. I really did. Michael Jackson was my babe. Michael Jackson was my baby. I see why all those people that used to be in the Michael Jackson concerts used to be like crying when they saw him on stage. Like, I mean, them women used to be in tears. Man, if I ever met Michael Jackson, I'd probably be in tears too. Michael Jackson was my baby. He was my baby. I'm in the front of a Red Robin. I've never been to a Red Robin before. What do they have at Red Robin? Like breakfast stuff? What do they have at the Red Robin? I got some bread, but I gotta feed these to the birds. I'm gonna get the birds this bread. It's bread that I had in my car for a while. And it's hard now, but the birds will eat it. So I'm gonna give these to the birds. I'm gonna feed them to the birds. So I'm just back here cleaning out my car, honey. Because again, I'm going back to work tomorrow. So I gotta get my life together. I'm gonna put my socks on because I'm sitting back here and my feet are starting to get cold, baby. And my feet are getting chilly. My feet are getting chilly. I don't know how my sock got unthreaded. I don't even remember where I got these socks from. I don't even know. But my feet are cold. My feet are chilly. My feet are chilly. My feet are chilly. So we're going to put this in the bag for the shelter. I'm going to take these out. I'm telling you, my back of my car is like a dresser drawer. It's like a dresser drawer. I'm going to take a shower tonight when I get to the shelter. So we're going to keep the towels. We're going to keep all the stuff in there. This is what I do. Every now and again, I need to get in the back seat and straighten out my dresser drawer, because that's what I call it. I say, this is my dresser drawer, guys. I'm telling you, when you out here in these streets, you're going to figure it out. You're going to figure this thing out when you out here in these streets. When you out here in these homeless streets, I live in a shelter, thank God. But, you know, in the shelter, you got rules that you have to follow. You're going to get your behind kicked out. Like I got kicked out of the last one. But I'm not getting kicked out. I'm not getting kicked out no more. We're not doing that again. I'm going to be on my best behavior. I'm going to be on my best behavior. So all my stuff. This is my iron. And the water is still in there. So I do need to dump that out. I need to dump this water out of my iron. But trust me, I'm not the only one in this parking lot living in my car. No, I'm not living in my car, but I'm not the only person that's in the parking lot that's doing, you know, that's doing van life. I'm sure it's other people, but people try to stay low key, which I understand. You don't want everybody in your business. I get it. I get that. Oh, I found me some food. I found me some leaves. Back to work tomorrow, guys. Back to the place that I despise the most. But I gotta keep on going on, right? I gotta keep on. I gotta keep going. I gotta keep going. I had to learn to love myself. I gotta keep going. Going back to the gym tomorrow. I don't even know what time I work tomorrow, y'all. I don't even know. Do I know anything? I don't know. Okay, I'm trying to clean up this trash. I got soap. My soap. My baby. My soap. My baby. My baby. My baby. My baby. That's what I call my soap. My babies. Hi, everybody. 10 people watching. I hope that you guys gave me a thumbs up already. I hope that you're supporting me. That would mean the world to me if you guys are supporting me. And supporting me means that you are giving me a thumbs up and you showing me some love, honey. That helps out a lot. That goes a long way because it helps people find my channel. It even helps the trolls find their way here. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you know what I mean? It even helps the trolls find me, honey. And when the trolls find me, sometimes the trolls even make me laugh. The trolls come here and they put a smile on my face because, girl, the stuff they be saying, honey, I just be like, well, gosh darn it. I got found some candy. I'm finding all types of stuff. Child, I'm finding all types of things. I'm finding all types of things. I'm finding all types of things. Gotta have fun. No need to sit around being angry and upset about your situation, because I'm not angry and I'm not upset because I know that I won't be in this situation forever. I won't be like this forever, y'all. I won't be in this situation forever. Never, ever. I'm just trying to clean out my trash. Trying to get rid of some things. I don't need this anymore. I found a pen. I found my stuff I need to put in my purse. Girl, what is going on? Look, I found some little sticky notes. I really don't need it, but you guys are helping me clean out my car. I'm trying to get organized, because when I get organized, I feel better about myself. Because when I'm just kind of, my car is a wreck, a train wreck, I feel terrible. I feel embarrassed. Even though nobody looks in my car except for the police and people at the Wawa when I get gas, they looking at my car. And some of them be trying to say, I'm going to clean off your windshield. I'm like, no, I don't need you to clean off my windshield. You know why? Because y'all want a tip after that. And I don't have a tip. People don't always walk around with money, right? That's what they be doing at the gas station. They try to just not even ask you. They just start wiping off your windows. But we know why you're doing that. You're doing that because you want me to tip you. And sometimes people don't walk around with money in their pocket. So you're going to just clean off my windshield. I be telling them from the jump. I said, no, I'm okay. I don't need you to do that. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Not being rude or anything, but just the fact that you should ask people, can I clean your windshield? You should ask them first instead of just doing it. Ask. Ask. That's all I'm saying. Ask me before you try to start trying to clean my windshield. Ask the person. Because you're gonna be looking really silly when you clean the windshield and that person don't give you a tip, and then when they don't tip you, then I'm driving away and you mad talking about me behind my back saying that, oh, those black people never tip. You know, because that's what they say about us anyway, you know. Black folks never do this. Black folks never do that. So before you start doing a service for someone, always ask them, do you want me to clean off your windshield for you? Because most of the time, people don't walk around with money in their pocket no more. No one's walking around with money in their pocket. I'm just saying. You understand what I mean? I'm just saying. Oh, you walk around with money in your pocket? I don't. I might have maybe, I'll be lucky if I have $40 in my pocket. And I'm not saying nobody, but most people don't really carry cash anymore. Positive, powerful people. How you doing? Welcome to my channel. But I don't really walk around with money in my pocket. The only reason I walk around with money in my pocket sometimes now is because I might have been going to the laundromat. Maybe I was saying, okay, I'm going to go to the laundromat today. Let me go get $20 out so I can have $20 worth of quarters. But that's the only way that I normally have money in my pocket, if I have like a 20 that I didn't even go to the laundromat. Yep. I'm just cleaning out the back of my car. Hello to everyone. This guy, why he look like he about to hit my car? I always be parking in these parking lots in the wrong area. Like, in the wrong area. Y'all hear that wind blowing? Child, please. Child, please. I should have went to the laundromat today, but I didn't. I should have went to the laundromat. Like I said, I'm in a different town now, so I'm in a different area. Always check your pockets of your jackets and stuff like that, because sometimes you could find money in them. It's going to be chilly in the AM in Florida. Oh, you're in Florida? Okay. How's the weather now? What is it, in the 70s down there now? Florida sounds delightful right now because it's cold here now. It's cold, but it's still okay for me to stay in my car for right now. Like, I'm in my car, just parked in the parking lot, folding up some of my stuff that I have in the back seat, trying to organize my car because I don't want to drive around with my car looking like I'm a homeless person for real. Because sometimes I go to the gas station and my car be so messy, I be so embarrassed. Like, oh my God, my car is a mess. But I'm like, I don't care. Honestly, I don't care what they think. They're going to say whatever they're going to say anyway. The men at the gas station are probably like, every time I see a woman's car, it's always in disarray. And that's not true all the time. Some women be keeping their cars tidy. But me, since I kind of live out of my car right now, like, even though I'm at a shelter, I still live out of my car. Like, you know what I mean? I still live out of this thing, guys. Because I have everything in my car that I don't bring inside the shelter. You know what I'm saying? I have all my gym stuff, all my regular clothes and stuff like that. But I'm trying to tidy it up a little bit. I'm going to tidy this bad boy up. But when this is all said and done and I get myself some housing, y'all, I'm going to look back at this moment and be like, damn, I remember when I used to sit in that parking lot over there. I remember when I was driving down here and I slept on this parking lot. Man, when this is over, I'm going to be like, whoo! I'm going to be so happy. It's going to be it's going to be an emotional day for me when I get my place. Whatever it's going to look like. It could be an extended stay. It could be a house. It could be an apartment. It could be a condo. It could be a tractor trailer. Wherever I end up, it's going to be my first day to get my keys to move into my own place again. It's going to be waterworks. Because I'm going to be so thankful and I'm going to be so grateful. Like, damn, I came a long freaking way. Sis, you did this on your own. With the help of you guys as well. Because people send me cash apps. Almost every day I wake up and I see a new cash app. So that's also a blessing for my life. Because I never thought that I would reach this far in just sharing my journey of homelessness. and being honest about this. Like, what I'm doing is not an act. This is not a show. This is not for me. Like, I don't make a lot of views, but I'm building a little something over here, and people are finding me, and people send me cash. Like, I be like, yo, so grateful. Like, look what God, the doors that God opened for me. Not coming here, not being forceful, not asking people for a dime, but people still feel the need to say, hey, what's your cash app? And they really be sending me money. Some days I'll wake up in the morning and I got money in my account. So I'm like, wow, I'm grateful for that. You know what I'm saying? Because I put myself out here being genuine, being honest with people, letting people know, like, this is the life you could live. If you lose your house or lose your apartment, this could be you. But you can still flip it and come back from that, because I believe in the power of prayer, and I know that God got my back. I go to church and I pay my tithes and offering. I've given homeless people money in the past. All those blessings that I gave out, that I give out, come back to me 100-fold. Most of the time it comes back more than what I give. I've given to homeless people before. Before I was even on the streets being homeless, I would talk to homeless people. I wish I could come to Florida. I still have a lot of stuff here that I need to get. You know, it's a lot of things in my state that I need to do. You know what I mean? One day, I'm not going to be in this state forever, but one day I will definitely be moving. I want to move to Canada. I only want to go to Canada because of the naturesque part of Canada, or Alaska. I just want to move to a real wild place that I could, you know, endless hiking, national parks, just beauty, nature beauty. That's why I want to go to Canada or Alaska. I'm definitely going to visit Canada and Alaska, but I want to move to a really, really wild place that snows, you get snowed in, and I just want to be in nature so bad. I want to be a part of nature. Nature is beautiful. Canada is so beautiful. I watch so many Canadian YouTubers that do van life, Canadian YouTubers that hike. I just love it. It's so beautiful. And you have, you know, you got your house, you got your, I watch a lot of people be out there building cabins in Canada in the woods. As long as you got a wood burning stove, honey, you're going to be fine. And you know, winter is like, what, 5-6 months out of the year, which sucks. I wish summertime was 5 or 6 months out of the year. But I just be getting blessed so much, man. The strange people that don't know me from Sam, they be helping me out, and I be so grateful for people. And I can't even keep up with thank yous, right? I can't even keep up with telling everyone thank you, because there's so much that's going on with work and stuff that I have to do. And I'm like, I'm responsible for so many other things that I don't even talk about, but God be having me, God be keeping me. But there's some days that I just be crying, and, you know, I do it to myself. You know, there's some days that I'm crying and I'm just like trapped. Like, what am I going to do? This is my life. I hate it. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at people passing my car. Somebody's out here walking. He's probably going, young kid look like he going to work. I'm homeless. I was evicted out of my apartment in 2023. I had an apartment eviction. So I've been homeless ever since. I stayed with family, didn't work out. I stayed with a friend of mine, it didn't work out. I'm just not a good person with living with people. So yeah, I got kicked out of there too. Oh, everybody kicks you out. Everybody kicks you to the curb. It must be you. You know what I mean? That's what people say to me all the time. And I say, well, y'all say what y'all want to say. I know the truth of the story. I'm not on here trying to get people to have my back or be on my side. I'm not here for none of that. I'm just here to tell my story. So what I do with what? Being kicked out? You got to go watch my videos. I have a whole playlist of reasons why, like, me and my niece didn't get along. I have everything in my videos. Then I stayed with a girlfriend of mine, somebody that I thought, she wasn't really my friend. She was like somebody I worked with, and we built kind of like a relationship, but she wasn't really my friend, because what she did to me, if she was my friend, it wouldn't have went down like that. Sometimes when you're friends with someone, you sit down and you talk about it, and you try to work on the issue, right? Like a relationship. Like if you're married, you have a husband or you have a boyfriend. If you have a relationship issue, what do? We just say, oh no, I'm leaving you. I'm leaving you. I'm leaving. I mean, sometimes you can leave, because if that's your, if you want to leave someone, you can. If you want to give up on them, that's okay too. But I think that someone that you say that you love, that you should work through the issues, especially if it's something like, if it's cheating is off the table for me. I'm leaving, okay? Cheating is off the table for me. But some things, a relationship with your sisters or whoever in life, you got to talk through it. Let's work this out. Why are you trying to put me out? Why you want me to hit the road? Because you didn't want me here in the first place. Some people will move you into their house or apartment or wherever and say that they want to help you. And then after you've been there for a month, then they start acting funny with you. They start acting funny, like they start treating you like they don't want you there no more. So that's what I dealt with a lot of like my family when I lived with my niece. She just started acting, I think she started acting funny within the first week. So I was feeling that, you know, and I think I stayed with her for a couple of months. And when I had the eviction, you know, I talked to my niece like she was my friend. She was my niece, but she was like more so like a sister to me. So me and her throughout the years, because me and her were single mothers, so we leaned on each other for support. We would call each other and talk about stuff. You know, being a single mom is hard, this and that. So throughout the years, me and my niece always had that relationship. So when I had the eviction notice, my niece was like, listen, you could come and stay here with me. And I was like, okay, cool. I got somewhere to go. But I wasn't going to go anywhere outside of my apartment until I got that eviction notice on my door. I said, I'm not leaving here. You know, when you got your own house, right? You got a house that people have been living in for so long. I'm not leaving here until the cops drag me out this place. So I didn't want to leave my apartment until the cops came and knocking. So when I got the eviction notice, it said you got to leave in 3 days. I said, okay, I'm going to leave on the second day. Because when you leave, when you get evicted, they always going to evict you either Monday through Friday. One of those days they're going to evict you. And I don't think it's ever on a Friday. It seems like evictions is done like in the middle of the week, like a certain particular day that they do evictions on, like a Wednesday or Thursday. So I got the final letter, and the letter said, you got to be out, have your stuff in 3 days. Because we're going to come a knocking. And most of the time when you get evicted, you don't wait till the cops come a knocking, because it's embarrassing, right? So nobody wants to be embarrassed because they're getting eviction. So you was like, okay, I'm going to be out in 2. But I knew this eviction was going to happen. I stayed in that apartment for like 3 months. So, yeah. I was out in 2 days. And then after that, I called my niece and I said, well, you know, we're on our way. I'm on my way. I have all my stuff packed up. I'm on my way. And everything that I needed to keep inside her apartment, I had in my car. So I just trucked on to her house. And she was so helpful and nice. And, you know... And she was like, yeah, I want to help you. You can come stay with me. And after I stayed with that heifer for a whole week, she just started acting so hateful and disgusting, like nasty attitude. She barely wanted to talk to me. And I just knew she didn't want me in her space anymore. So when you start feeling like that, it's over. It's over. In Brazil, homelessness is a person who hasn't anything. In Brazil, homelessness is a person who hasn't anything. Okay. Yes, God, show you things. That's right. Here is night. Oh, it's night already? Where are you at? In Brazil? Okay. It's beautiful there. Brazil. Brazil is beautiful tropical weather, right? But yeah, that's my story of eviction and waiting until the second day for them to come and put me out, because I wasn't going to just go willingly. But we're definitely not going to wait for the cops to come and drag you out either. So, I mean, they weren't going to drag me out. The only thing the police would do is knock on my door. I think it's the sheriff that puts people out, like do evictions. I think the sheriff's office handles evictions. So that's how that went. But I was like, I'm going to wait until the second day. I stayed in an apartment, and then after that, the second day, when I knew I was going to get evicted the next day, I knew they were going to come knock. And I said, let me go to my niece's house. And I told my niece, I called her on the phone. I said, I'm on my way. This is the final straw. And I left the apartment. That was it. I've been back to the apartment since, you know, if I'm in the area, I go back to the apartment. And I know someone else is living there right now. But it's a long story. Don't you know Brazil? Of course I know Brazil. Yes. It's tropical environment, right? Tropical environment, right? A tropical environment, right? Brazil is a country of footboy. Okay. Yes, I've heard of Brazil for sure. For sure. Y'all, the sun is starting to set. It's like 4 o'clock, honey. We're going to do this live stream until it start getting dark. I gotta see what time they gonna serve dinner. I think she said they serve dinner around 6. And I've never been there for dinner before. So I'm probably not gonna go today for dinner either. I'm probably just going to find me something out here to eat. What? I don't even know what they got around here. Oh, it's a Red Lobster over there. I don't got no Red Lobster money, child. I got money for a burger. I got money for a burger. Everybody will love you. Oh, really? Why are they gonna love me? Why are they gonna love me in Brazil? We are lovely peoples. Yeah, well, I need to be around some lovely people because here in America, they hate me. They hate homeless people in America. They hate homeless people in America, honey. Yes, they do. They can't stand the homeless. Like the troll came in and said, oh, we're going to lock you all up. We're going to lock all the homeless up. It's a Red Robin here. I ain't never been to a Red Robin before. I wonder what they got in there. Red Robin. I see 10 people watching me. I hope that you guys, 10 people that are watching me, I hope that you guys all gave me a thumbs up. Please help me. Help me. Help me. Help me. I got a can of tuna money. I know, right? That's the kind of money I got too. I got peanut butter right here, y'all. Guess what I might do tonight? Go find me some bread. And I got jelly. I got some peanut. I got the peanut butter, but I got jelly at my job. So tomorrow when I go to work, I'm gonna get my jelly and put my jelly back in the car, because the car is cold enough now to hold the jelly, because the weather is chill. So the car is gonna be like a refrigerator. So certain things I can keep in my car because it's not summertime no more. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna get my jelly from work tomorrow. I'm gonna get a burger from somewhere. I don't know, something cheap. I mean, they got Red Robin. I never ate at Red Robin before, but I don't have money for that. You know, we had Applebee's yesterday, and I spent a little couple extra dollars on dinner for after church. But you know, I don't spend money like that. I don't spend money. I'm considering the thumbs up. Oh, you're considering. Oh man, I hope you consider. I hope you give me a thumbs up. I hope what you see, you like what you see here. I hope you like me and give me a thumbs up. I think I deserve it. I hope that you know. I hope that you can give me a thumbs up. That'd be amazing. I see 10 people watching me. 11 people watching me right now. Say hello. Please come here and say hello. You guys want me to do some ASMR for you? ASMR. You guys feel that? Do you guys feel that energy? Do you feel the energy? You feel the energy? Here, I can spray some water too. Watch this. I gave you guys some ASMR, so that's what they be doing. Some ASMR. I'm old. I'm too old. You guys like that? You guys think I should be an ASMR artist? How's that sound? Let's try give me a hug. Come give me a big old hug, Johnny. Are you guys okay today? How was work? How was your day, honey? How was work today, darling? I got you a big fat steak in there. A big fat steak with some broccoli and cheese and some Cheddar Bay biscuits. Dinner is ready. Dinner is served, honey. How was work today? Oh, did they work you hard? Did they work you hard? Please be the love of God and all the things. Don't do ASMR. What's wrong with my ASMR? I thought I was good at this. You got a plant in there or something? A plant in where? No, this is water. This is water for my hair. When I need to moisturize my hair, I spray water in my hair. But somebody said I better stop, so let me stop doing the ASMR because he don't like it. He think I'm bad at the ASMR, so I should stop, right? I don't have the teeth for steak. Throw it in the blender, make me a meatloaf. Okay, I'll put it in the blender. Let's put it in the blender. This is going to be a blender. So here's the steak. Let's put the steak in there. Blend it up. Turn it on. All right. Now let's pour the steak out into the plate. I made you some baked potatoes with some butter, cream cheese. I like baked potato with some butter, cream cheese, a little salt. Not no salt, but some pepper on there. That's good. With some broccoli. Some broccoli with some melted cheese. Some melted cheddar. Maybe a little bit of crispy bacon, right? Put some bacon inside the microwave. Get it all crispy. Chip it up. Put it on top of the baked potato. I used to make that a lot at home. Your girl know how to cook. Peanut butter sounds good. Yeah, I got peanut butter here, but I ain't got no jelly. My jelly is actually at work, so maybe I can go to the Dollar General, go to the Dollar Tree and find me a loaf of bread for cheap, you know? I'm sitting outside of Dick's Sporting Goods. There's a Petco over there, and I'm in front of a Red Robin. I've never been at Red Robin before. I've never been at Red Robin. I'm on ramen noodles budget right now. I know, me too. I got ramen noodles in here. These are good. I get these at ShopRite. These are Shin ramen, and I got the cheaper ramen too. You know, I call them the cheaper ones. I call them oodles and noodles. These are ramens, and these are good too. So yeah, I have a whole bunch of those in my car. So when I'm at work, that's what I've been eating. I've been eating a lot of ramen noodles or whatever. I try to go to the store, get some vegetables, maybe some spinach, some frozen vegetables to add to it for the veggie, you know, for the the vitamins from the vegetables. But when you're on the road, and even if you're in a homeless shelter, sometimes even the homeless shelters are not giving us the nutrients and stuff that we need to have, you know what I'm saying? Because we're homeless, so we're homeless, so it's like they're not going to give us everything, you know what I'm saying? We got to take care of ourselves. But that's why I got to get out of this lifestyle. I got to get back to my normal life, and it'll happen. It's just going to take some time, that's all. It's going to get cold tonight, sweetheart. Do you have a place to go? Yeah, I live in a homeless shelter. I'm in a homeless shelter. I'm okay. Thank you guys for your concern, but I am in a homeless shelter now. I'm just here because I don't want to go to the homeless shelter now because it's nothing going on there. There's a whole bunch of girls that just sitting around all day. I'm only going to go there. I just go to the homeless shelter to sleep, and that's it. I don't go there to hang out and all this stuff. I'm not going back to the shelter now because most of the kids are in the homeless shelter right now. They're in there, and it's loud, and it's a lot of stuff about this homeless shelter that I don't like, and I'm going to be making videos about that. So I want you guys you have to go watch some of my content videos if you want to know certain questions about certain things. I'm not going to talk about everything in a live video. I have everything inside videos. I have 15-minute videos. Most people don't want to watch those, but if you want to know certain things, you have to go watch the videos. So I don't talk about everything on a live video. You know, I'm trying to grow my channel. So to grow my channel, I need people to watch my content. So that helps me out. So if you guys are ever home or whatever, go watch my videos. If you have some downtime, you're able to try to see what happened in my life. I know some of my stuff can be like all over the place, but I do talk about a lot of stuff inside my content videos. I have 1-minute videos and I have 15-minute videos. I do have videos where I just take a picture and I just talk about, you know, the photos or whatever. So it's going to be a lot of stuff. I come here every day and I talk about my journey. I talk about, I'm not homeless in my car. So I am homeless, but I do live in a homeless shelter right now. So I don't want you guys to think I'm not staying in my car. I did stay in my car a couple of days ago for 3 days before. When I was in the other shelter, they put me out. So I was out in the streets for 3 days, and then a couple of days I called the shelter, and the shelter said they'll take me in. So I'm in it. I'm in a shelter right now, thank God. So thank God I'm not in my car. The only reason I'm here now is because I don't want to go back to the shelter right now, and I don't really have anywhere to go. So I'm just in the parking lot, just talking to y'all. I said I'm gonna do a live stream until the sun goes down. Home is where the heart is. Yes, I can't wait till I find my home. I can't wait to get a home again, y'all. And it's going to happen in due time. You get to where you need to be. In due time. I will get to where I need to be in due time, honey. Home is definitely where the heart is. The home is the most important place on earth for us. You know what I'm saying? When I lost my home, it was so tragic. So tragic. Oh my God. It'll never happen again. I guarantee you that. That's why I feel sorry for, like, I feel bad for a lot of the senior citizens. I mean, you got people that's in their 60s and 70s that's out here in the streets homeless, you know? A lot of homeless older people, a lot of homeless veterans that served this country, homeless. Nobody's helping them. People just overlook, you know? Now we coming up on the holiday season. Everybody's going to the stores shopping for this fake holiday season. Like, I don't want nothing to do with this crap. It look like I see a security van. A security detail in this parking lot. Oh my God, I might have to move, y'all. But I'm at Red Robin, so hopefully they won't bother me. But it looks like they have a security truck driving around. Because they know people are living in their cars and stuff like that, so I think they have more security than ever now. Yeah, my home is somewhere down in Florida Keys. Okay. Yeah, man, it's sad. It's a sad thing going on out here in the world. Instead of trying to help the homeless people, everybody's trying to bash you for being homeless. And, you know, oh, somebody's going to come and put you out. And I'm going to watch this. I didn't go to the laundromat today. It's just a sad state of events happening in America. But, I always say a but, we can get through anything. You know what I mean? I'm disabled and was very close to being homeless. I feel you. It's hard. That's hard out here. I see homeless people in wheelchairs, child. It's homeless people that are in wheelchairs. That breaks my heart for sure. But I watch a lot of content on YouTube, like a lot of people that go out into the communities and they talk to a lot of the drug addicts and the addicts that are in the streets, the addicts that live in the streets. Kensington, I'm sure y'all know about that. I think all cities now have caught on to the whole drug epidemic. So some people go out and interview the people. I'm sure they get something from it. Either they give them a coffee or they give them a couple dollars. Hey, can I interview you? And I'm going to ask you questions, so we're going to go live. So they're doing that. They're doing that as a movement. That's how they can make extra money in their life. So they go out into the community and interview the people that's in active addiction. They go out there and see all these homeless people in active addiction, and it's sad. Some of these people got the trank and all these drugs that they're using. Some people are losing their limbs. They got this one lady, she passed away. She had, her arm was swollen up. Her arm looked like a big basketball. Like, it was so swollen, and it was from using drugs. I guess they call it trank. The horse tranquilizers. And I'm just like, girl, I'm so glad I never got into no damn drugs. I'm so thankful for that. It's sad. Really, really sad. I'm disabled and I was very close to being homeless. Thank God you didn't become homeless. And being homeless in the summertime is not so bad, but even though it can get really hot, being homeless in the summer is not so bad. What you really need to worry about is being homeless in the winter. That's the worst. Do you have children? I don't talk about my kids on here. Yeah, I do have children, but I don't talk about my children. When I talk about my journey, I don't speak about my kids. My kids are older, but I don't talk about my kids on here. Because when you open up the whole thing and start talking about children, and people want to bash you about that. So I want to keep my kids out of this situation. Drugs are for rich people. Oh, really? Drug is for rich people? Okay. All right. No problem there. There's a lot of people that's not rich on drugs in the streets of Kensington. But I'm glad that my life never turned down that route. You know, I turned down the route of being homeless, living in shelters, and living in shelters is not fun at all. So it's no fun there. But I got to do what I got to do to get out. You know what I mean? And I'm actively working hard every day to get to what I need to get out of that. But it's a hard thing, because I'm not the only homeless person in the world. I'm not it. It's more people out here that needs the help. Mississippi, thanks you for the live show. No problem. Thank you. Hello from Mississippi. There was a lady that I used to watch. She does TikTok though. An older woman from Mississippi. She offered me to come and live with her. A lot of people have offered me to come and live with them. Like, I have a place here, and I said I can't really do that. You know, like I said, I'm responsible for some stuff in my state that I live in, and I can't make any drastic choices now. If I was by myself and didn't really have much responsibility, I'd be like, okay, I'm coming, but I still would like to have a job. You know what I mean? I would like to have my own income, and to make a move like that, you can't, first of all, you can't just really go move with a stranger and say, hey, you could come live with me. I mean, you never know who you're living with. You could be living with a murderer that buried people under their house. So you can't make decisions like that. I was about to say, being a woman, you can't make decisions like that. And like, being a man or a woman, you can't make decisions and just go live with someone. Oh, where do you live? Send me the address. Like, I can't do that to a strange person that's saying I could live with them. Most of the time, people are trolling anyway. But some people have been honest. Like, you can come here and stay with me as long as you need to. But regardless of who you live with or stay with, you're going to get to know how that person can be, and you'll get to know them, and they'll get to know me. They may not like me, and I may not like them. So it's best for me to just get my own place, because I couldn't even really get along and get down with my own family, let alone a strange person that I don't know. People have offered me a lot on social media, but, you know, I'm not going to just drop what I have here and go live with someone because they say so. I just can't do that. Because I have a job, and I'm not leaving my job, so I got to keep working until better things happen for me in my life. You know, I just got to keep going. That's all you can do, is keep going. Tough times, I'm not going to sit around here every day and cry. Don't do it. Yeah, I'm not going to do it. I get a lot of offers from people. I mean, these are strangers. And maybe they're good people, but not that I'm not going to do it. I can't do it because I have a job. I have a job to uphold, and I got to be at my job every single day. That's how I make money. I would never just say, oh, somebody on YouTube said I can go live with them. Who knows? They could be a killer. They could have 10 dead bodies in their freaking basement. Who knows? Me and this guy was sharing a motel room, and he kept locking me out while I was at work. I work 12-hour days. Oh, yeah, that sucks. I had to end up paying for my own motel room. Yeah, you just don't know someone. You don't know people until you live with them. I'm telling you. It sucks because some people could be so nice, and then when you meet them, they just end up being a monster. Just like my niece was. She was such a bitch, and she was okay when I wasn't living with her. I'm dumping this out. I'm about to eat these olives. Ooh, it's cold. But she was okay until I lived with her. Then when I moved in with her, she turned into a psychopath. She was so mean, and she was mean. Not only she was mean to me, she was mean as hell to her own kids. I was like, damn, girl. I'm like, damn, girl, you treat your kids like that? You treat your kids like crap, don't you? And I told her at the end, I said, you treat your kids like crap. One time she embarrassed her daughter, and she would do, this is how you know she's a screwed up person. I'm going to tell y'all how I know she was screwed up. She would embarrass her daughter while I was living there with her. We will all be at the house one day. She would be off work or whatever. So her kids would do something. Her kids would do something that pissed her off, and she would embarrass her kids in front of everybody. Like, you don't do that to your child. Don't embarrass your kid. I don't care if we're family or not. They're still embarrassed. She would embarrass her daughters in front of people. Like, even though I am your auntie, you still shouldn't embarrass a child in front of a whole bunch of people. I don't know why adults think that's okay to embarrass your child. Because your kid is going to grow up to hate you. I never treated my kids like that. But she would do stuff like that because I don't know if I thought it was cool that she embarrassed her kid. Like, you know, she deserved it. It doesn't matter if you feel like your kid deserves something or not. You never embarrass your kid in front of another person. I don't care, family or no family. She would do stuff like that when I was there. And I would just be looking at her like, that's not right to do. You don't do that to your child. I don't care what your kid did. You need to talk to your child. You pull them aside. You talk to them. You know, you talk to them when they by themselves. Don't make your child feel embarrassed. But she felt power. She got power from being like that. Yeah, I'm off today. I'm usually off on Sunday and Mondays. Good evening. How are you, Nomadic Hustler? How you doing? Amen to that, Mama Bear. But my niece would do stuff like that. She would embarrass her children. But she did that to me too, because the day that she asked me to leave, well, not asked me to leave, she told me, you need to get out. She called the cops on me, and we kind of had a back and forth. So we had a back and forth, and she called the cops on me and everything. And she was like, oh, she needs to leave. We're just not getting along or whatever. She called the cops on me. I could have left peacefully. All you had to do was say, hey, can you leave by the first of the month? Because I paid you rent. I paid rent. And I said, I'll be out your space. I'm not going to stay here if I'm not wanted here. But I said, I'm going to stay until the end of the month because I paid you rent. She was telling the cops, oh, I'll give her $100 if she leaves right now. I said, really, you want me to leave right now? I don't have anywhere to go. And this was literally at like 11, 12 o'clock at night. And the cops was looking at her like, the police was looking at her like she's an idiot. The cops was like, well, she's been living here like 6 months. You can't just put her out in the streets in the middle of the night. It doesn't work like that. It was like, you have to go and evict her out. I was cracking up. So then she proceeded to tell the cops that she was going to whoop my ass if I didn't get out. And, she's telling the police that she was going to assault me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying, wow, you're smart. And telling the cops what you're going to do to assault me. I was just like, whatever. I could have put, yeah, my Cash App is fine. It's definitely okay. But I could have put like a restraining order on her. And if I would have put the restraining order on her, she would have to be the one to leave. That's the thing people don't understand. She was trying to be so mean and nasty to me, and the cops came there, and the cops was on my side. I was just like, oh my God. What a mess. Hi, Vanessa. Hi, Jess. Hi, Jet. Nomadic Hustler. What's going on with everybody this evening? Yeah, it's crazy when you're living with people. That's why I have to live on my own. I don't want to go through any family drama anymore. I don't want to go through nothing no more. I just want to be on my own. If I have to stay in a shelter, I'm going to stay here until I can't stay there no more. And get it together. Of course, I'm trying to look for a second job and everything is going to come together. But I just can't live with nobody. No family. I could live probably in a roommate situation, somebody I probably don't know. But even with that, I still want to have a second job. She was tweaking. Who was tweaking? Oh, thank you, Vanessa. I appreciate that. Not thrilled about rent being $900 a month, but what do you do when a prime price of property falls in your lap? Rent being $900 a month, that's actually cheap. Yeah, Facebook Marketplace, it's funny, Bunny, when you find people, when you're trying to find like a roommate or something, it's hard. Because you just don't never know what you're going to get. But when you live with family, you think everything is going to be all good until you live with them. And I seen a side of my niece that I'd never seen before. I didn't know that she was so nasty and mean. You know what I mean? I seen her be nasty and mean to her own kids. And then when it came to me, when she was in one of her little nasty moods, she would just ignore me. And that's how I knew she was pissed off about something. And then she would begin to mess with us about somebody's in the shower using our shower stuff. She would go buy this really expensive shower gel from like one of these, from like Target. Some expensive shower gel that you would use to wipe your area down there. This expensive shower gel when she could just go get, something cheaper instead of trying to, like, she would buy stuff that she knows she couldn't afford, but she would like get these things, and then she would say that I'm using her stuff, I'm eating her food, I'm drinking her juice, I'm doing it. Like, she would blame us for everything that was going on in the house. Compared to major city rents of $2,000, the same space in my laundry room, yeah, I got a deal. That's good. $700 is for an efficiency studio in Southwest Florida. That's a great deal. $700 for efficiency. Even if I find an efficiency, I would love that. Because I know I can probably find an efficiency, maybe $1,000, I'm thinking. I mean, but the efficiencies here are probably going for like $1,500. It's hard, man. It's definitely hard out here, man. It's definitely hard, and it's not going to get no easier. It's not going to get no easier. It's getting cold in this car, too. I'm just eating some olives, y'all. I love black olives. These are so good. I like the green olives too, but I got these from ShopRite for like $1. I think it was like $1.50 or something like that. But I love olives. But thank you, Vanessa. I seen your donation. Thank you. I had to go to my email and check my Cash Apps because thank you, Vanessa. I seen your donation. Thank you. I had to go to my email and check my Cash Apps because my I don't have my Cash App on my phone. I have my Cash App on my other phone, so I have to go to my emails. I know it froze. I had to go check something real fast. But I thank you, Vanessa. I appreciate that. I love olives. Oh my God. Can't you tell? I love me some olive. Olives are good. Buy an insulated camping sleeping bag and weather foil for the windows. Sorry, I don't know the correct name. I'm not living in my car anymore, guys. So I know some people come here. I thank you, Vanessa. Yeah, I appreciate it. I saw the email. But I'm not living in my car anymore. I'm in a shelter now, so I'm not in my car no more. I'm not in my car. I'm in a shelter. I did stay in my car for like 3 days. But I'm just in the parking lot right now because it's too early for me to go back to the shelter right now. I'm going to go back to the shelter when it's time to go to sleep. It doesn't matter how much it is. It could be $5, $2. I appreciate you. Like I said, I never asked anybody for it, but any donation is good donation for me. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, Vanessa. Yes, I do. YouTube just buffered for a minute, but it's still glitching. Is it still glitching? I'm about to get off soon anyway because I'm over my hour mark. I don't know why it was glitching. I know it glitched because I went out of this and I went into my email. So that's why it was probably glitching. That's why when I get close over to the shelter that I stay at, it's like nestled back in the woods, right? It's really far back off the road in the woods. So I don't do live streams over there anymore. I used to do a live stream like early in the morning when I leave the shelter, but I don't do that anymore because I just don't do that anymore. I want to stay here for a while, so I might have to use my hand warmers. I'm going to use my hand warmers tonight, y'all. Because I'm going to stay in the car until probably like 8 or 9 o'clock tonight. I know it's over the hour mark. I'm going to get off soon. Because on top of that, my phone is dying too. But I'm going to talk to you guys later, okay? I appreciate your time with me today. Who knows? By time later, maybe I'll come back on. But I don't really have much else to really say. I'm getting a little chilly in the car. So I'm probably, thank you. Thank you, Jet. I appreciate that. I hope everybody subscribed if you're new here. I hope to see you guys again. I pretty much go live every single day. I go live in the morning. And I go live in the afternoon. Even if I go to work, I work my job, I still go live. So sometimes the live could be a little bit later at night. So I thank you guys for being here and supporting me. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow, okay?